Now, you may know about graphic novels. Um, this actually isn't a graphic novel. It's a graphic biography, which have become actually fairly popular. And for 2025, this is really my favorite graphic biography. As you can see, the title is Muybridge. And Muybridge is a fellow who you probably won't end up liking very much when you find out about him, but he was really a pioneer of motion studies, photography, and people learned a great deal about how horses run from his pioneering pictures. Um, that's one story. But the other story about him is that he's also a murderer. He murdered his wife's boyfriend in a fit of rage and jealousy, and you would think that he ended up in prison. No, he did not. He was let off on justifiable homicide by the jury. It seemed like a miracle of whatever you want to call it, justice or injustice. But at any rate, he then was free to continue his work on this project, which was funded by Leland Stanford, one of the richest people in the world at the time, made his money off the Transcontinental Railroad. And at this point, he was interested in racehorses, and he funded this whole thing so he could figure out how horses run to get an edge on the competition. It wasn't because he really loved photography that much. Now, Muybridge already was an established photographer. He had carried hundreds of pounds of equipment up into Yosemite, made his name taking incredible picturesque views of Yosemite. And this was only his latest project, but probably is the one that we really know him for now as a photographer. Um, and this project was sort of culminated in 1878 when they declared that they had solved the mystery of how horses run. And the fact is that all four legs were off the ground at the same time, which apparently to Stanford, this was somehow or other going to represent how he trained horses. So ultimately, they had a falling out. Two giant egos aren't going to stay together collaborating forever. And so they parted ways when Leland Stanford tried to take credit for Muybridge's work. But Muybridge went on to do other things, which kept his reputation going in this regard. Now, I should say, of course, this biography or graphic biography by Guy Delisle is done in a very accessible style, kind of jaunty drawing style, incorporates some of the photographs into the book too. It really tells his full life story in a compact way, which is probably why this kind of book is popular.